Welcome in, everybody. It's Main Street Today time. And if you guys didn't know, it is cicada season coming up, the 17-year cicadas. And before we go to our very special cicada expert, who's incidentally, one of my favorite people, and I put together what it was like the last time in 2011 this happened. Now, these are just some people who literally sent in their videos and they recorded what the invasion of the Nashville cicadas sounded like and looked like. Do you remember this?
They're flying all over the tree if you can't see them. I have to expect a bunch of them to land on us here. Oh, goodness. This is the 13-year cicadas. We have probably one of the biggest swarms around.
Can you believe that? On the tree. You can't tell. All the brown little things there. Nope, you can't step anywhere. They're actually falling down as we speak. There's the little guy moving. They're all over the place.
Here we are live with my favorite J.K. Brister from U.S. Pest, and the cicadas are coming, aren't they, my friend?
Yes, they are. The hordes are coming. It's just like those movies, the galactic movies, they're just everywhere. Billions and trillions of them are coming. It's amazing. I think they would be hard to count. Yeah.
I know. I always laugh. I said, the plagues are upon us. I said, but I laugh because, your lovely wife, Erica, and I both put the red on the door across the doorpost to protect us when we went into the plagues. Right. I said, I didn't know how true it was until we started.
Right. Well, the funny thing, and actually in my prep for this, I was making some notes and biblically speaking, there's going to be thousands and thousands of sermons about the plagues and different things, but these are actually not locusts. That's a misconception. Locusts do eat fields and like destroy crops and do all that. The cicadas, but the preachers, they're still going to preach it. People need to hear it, but they're more like aphids. Little aphids underneath the leaves and stuff that we treat at U.S. Pest. They're more akin to them than locusts. So they don't actually destroy anything. They just come out to sing a song of love and go back in the dirt.
It's crazy. And it is their mating season. It's their love song, but it is loud and it is. Do you remember driving on the interstates and you could literally hear the crunch under the car wheels?
Right. And they're kind of useless. There's nobody even knows why they do what they do. Science can't figure it out. There's a bunch of theories, but the truth is that nobody knows what benefit they are, other than just maybe seasonal change. Like there's a bunch of ideas of why they exist, but none of them were real. They're just guesses, right? Because you can't get into the mind of a cicada and figure out why they do what they do, However, I remember when we were kids, and I think you remember this, I loved collecting all the husks, like the little husks that are in trees and things like that, just like that picture right there. And we love collecting those, putting them in a jar. It looked like a bunch of dead bodies,
Crazy stuff that we did because, JK and I both come from the same neck of the woods in
Right.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
And, that was our fun. And did you ever tie a string around one and let it fly around?
I did not, but what I love to do, and it's weird that I'm in pest control and politics, right? So kind of the same thing,
Kind of, yeah.
Pest control is I used to love to pick them up and just hold them in my hand, and the texture of the juveniles when they first come out of the husk, they're very soft,
yeah,
pliable, and then in a couple of weeks they get really hard shells. They gravitate to the top of the trees,
right.
And that's where they do their mating call, and mostly males do that. So a couple of interesting facts I'm going to get into with you, Devin, here.
Please.
First, I'm going to say, I love you, and it's so amazing to be here with you. And it's been a long time since we've been on together, and I just love you, Devin O'Day. I love you. I love you. I love you. So just wanted to say that.
Same right back at you, friend.
And just amazing time at US Pest. We've growing and growing and growing. We're taking care of 30,000 plus customers. And growing constantly. We're into Kentucky now, and so a lot of great things. And then also at the end of this, I'll tell you a little bit about the honey festival this year. But
absolutely,
because locusts and honey, no, I'm joking. They're not locusts, they're cicadas. Okay. So a couple of interesting facts I wrote down here. 3,000 species.
Wow.
I say species because I'm from Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Species.
Both are right.
Around the world.
That's right.
Species around the world, but there's only one or two that are actually only here in the North American region. Okay.
Gotcha.
One of them, there's two kinds. It's periodicals and annuals. Now the annuals, you can see it every year. The kids can go out and play with them. They find them. It's like a little treasure hunt. You go find them. Sweeping them up off the deck. That must be in South Louisiana. Right. And then, of course, the periodicals are every 13 and 17 years, and these are. And it's called the Brood X, or some people call them Brood 10. I like to refer to them lovingly as Gen X, because they're just millions of them, and they cause all kinds of trouble, and then they go away,
Crazy.
There are 15 brood cycles. And of course, this year is Brood 10, Brood X. And like I said, there's a lot of theories on why it happens. It's really cool. And I think the biggest thing about cicadas is that they're fun for kids. They're meaning you can go out. They have a beautiful color. They have these big protruding red eyes. Jet black body. I mean, the color of them, and then the orange wings that are transparent. And a lot of why there's hysteria around this is fear, right? Because we grew up afraid of wasps, afraid of bees, which you shouldn't be, because bees don't really sting
exactly.
a lot.
Oh my gosh.
The wasps that sting a lot of people, and
yellow jackets
do, right? And yellow jackets. So anything that flies and has a stinger, well, cicadas don't bite. They're not dangerous. They're not going to sting you, and they're a great food source. So possums, turtles love cicadas. They eat a bunch of them. They get gutted on them,
Okay. Now here's my thing. I did read something that copperheads also love cicadas. Now,
I'd imagine just anything that'll eat anything made of protein.
Okay. Right. I just wondered if we have to worry about our copperheads just a little bit, because I know that part of what US Pest does is you do some snake removal as well.
We do. Listen, not all my people will do it. Okay. But they'll call me, or they'll call one of the other guys, and they say, hey, we got a snake in the attic. It's attracted to the mice in the attic, and we're getting rid of the mice, but the snake's still up there. And I crawl up in that attic, and I get up in there, and if it's a big snake, I get like a snake removing tool. But if it's a medium size or whatever, I'll grab it by the tail and pull it out, throw it in a box, and we take it and release it. We don't purposely like kill snakes. We never will. Right. They are actually essential to our environment. they control the rat and mice population
Yep.
outside and a lot of other things. So, but snakes are very important. I love those too. You know?
Well, before we get off the cicada subject, it's important because, you know, we're pet people too.
Yes.
And dogs love them, but if they eat too many, it can be fatal for a pet.
It
And a lot of
can
people
be.
don't know that. The shells can cause problems and lacerate the intestines of a dog and cause you, at the very least, you might have a big old vet bill.
Right. Of course. And they can clean them out and everything, but you want to try and keep your pets inside, especially if there's a horde of them and they're just eating them. And dogs like to eat a lot of stuff that we won't eat. Like I keep the toilet seats down at home because my dogs want to, you know,
That's a constant source of water. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Really, I don't know why I have such a problem with it because they're dogs, but I do. Right.
Yeah,
So
I know.
and then they roll around in stuff, you know, and
I know.
it's like, what are you doing?
I laugh because there are people, oh, you let your dogs eat people food? I go, they ate a dead squirrel yesterday and they're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my people food is better than that. I loved this little thing. Might join the cicadas this summer and scream constantly.
Right. Now, speaking on screaming, I've got a little thing for you here.
Okay.
Average, now you and I being, you know, from country music and radio and all that, the average country band at a concert is about 75 to 80 decibels.
Oh, wow.
The cicadas at the top, because they do it in a chorus, is around 80 to 90 decibels.
Oh my gosh.
However, the cicadas are going to have to grow some long hair and learn to play guitar because the average rock band is 120 decibels.
I love it.
So-
Well, before we get out of here,
all the cicadas going, you know, whatever.
I got to talk about your connection to the grant. This is coming up on Saturday, May 22nd. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about this.
And so Eric and I and the team, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. We want to get the whole family together with the wives and the children and the husbands and the children and whatever. And we want to just have some fun. It's not some big corporate event with like a bunch of boring speeches, right? Here's the health of this and whatever. We're not doing that. We're going to play fun and we're going to have a lot of fun. And the biggest thing, I always say I don't have haters. I just have fans in denial, you know, or whatever. So if you really, if you really love me, you can come out and dunk me because we're going to have a big dunk tank, right? And then, but we're also playing at least one and a half to two big softball games. There's also some other special needs games going on right next to us that you can and support your community. And there's going to be a ton of people, food trucks, everything. I mean, and it's open to the public.
Veterans Memorial Park.
Grand Slam Family Day at Memorial Park in Hendersonville, and Jamie Clary, the mayor, will be throwing out the honorary slow pitch.
Oh, that is so awesome. That's taking place. And also you're part of
Saturday.
And you are part of the strikeout at for the Nashville Sounds.
Yes, we are official partners with the Sounds, and we will be we have they strike out, it's the U.S. best strikeout of the other team, not the Sounds, right? But we actually control the pest at that stadium. We take care of the stadium for the Sounds ballpark and Horizon Stadium, and we just love baseball. We love America, and we just want to stand for everything that America stands for. You know,
I love it.
Baseball, real baseball.
Yeah.
Real baseball.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time today. And Honey Festival is coming up
October 3rd.
October 3rd. Okay.
At the Sounds Ballpark.
Woo!
At the Sounds Ballpark, and Mo Pitney is our headliner.
Oh my gosh.
Local honey. Give me that local honey. Yeah. That's he's going up the charts right now. So Mo Pitney, and we're going to have two other bands, and I'll probably sing a little bit. And,
awesome.
all that. But go to our Facebook page, Tennessee Honey Festival, Instagram, everything. Go join. Tickets are $10. Okay.
And it is the coolest festival ever.
Yes,
I was
it is.
part
We're
of
going to
it.
have hundreds of local Tennessee honey vendors. Okay. It's specific. It's a boutique festival. It is the one of a kind. It is special. Devin, you got to come. We got to get you involved again. You were there. You were a judge at the last one in 2019, right?
It was delicious. Yes, it was an amazing time, and we were there, and it ended up on the Food Network, and it was the coolest day ever. So, man,
so 10,000 people the first year, 18 to 20 the next year. We're going to probably have 30,000 people inside that stadium this year with Mo Pitney headlining the music. Come out and see us at the Tennessee Honey Festival. And Devin, I just wanted to show you. I pulled my bugs out for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a bug collection right here. And then of course our wood destroying. See, cicadas dig holes like, no, they don't. They don't do it. But wood, like everything bugs, just go to uspest.com, follow the Tennessee Honey Festival, come out and get some Tennessee honey and support the bees. Support the bees. Without the bees, we don't have food. We don't have a lot of things, and pollinators in general. So
yeah, well, I want to talk to you next month about bees, because that's one of my cause celebs now as well. You know, I get so upset. People go, "Oh, but my dog gets stung," and I go, "No, your dog's not getting
by bees.
No."
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that again.
We'll get Erica on here for that. We'll do it with you together.
That's what I want to do. All right, we'll see you soon.
Erica founded, and it's her idea for the Honey Festival. We're there, and her and I are doing it together, but it's all her. So we'll have to have her on when we do that. All right.
Speaking of, we're going to close with her. How about that? You're lovely.
That's awesome. All right, guys.
US Pest wants to keep your home free from
ants, roaches, termites, mosquitoes, and really anything creepy crawly.
Just give us a call or go online to uspest.com and your bugs will be gone before you know it.
US Pest! Oh no, look down on the multitude. She said the man up in heaven didn't plan with you. Crying out and a shout was heard. Good God Almighty, gonna flood the earth. The animals come 2 by 2, the elephant and the kangaroo. Oh, cried out, you men are full of sin. God's got the key and you can't come in the east, in the west, in the west, in the north, in the south, all day, all night, all night. Oh, tell me, didn't it rain, children? Didn't it rain? Oh my Lord, now listen to the rain, listen to the rain. Didn't it pour, my Lord, now didn't it rain? Didn't it rain? Drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, drip drop. Well, animals come 2 by 2, front the
We are live with my favorite band, Exile. Woo! Live music be back, and we have got a big show and the big announcement. We're going to just kick things off. The big announcement coming up on May 20th at 7 o'clock Central Time. Sessions Live. Y'all going to be doing a big live stream.
We are. We are ready. And it's going to cost you if you want to see it.
See, that's a man who said, I've been sitting home.
I could get used to you. Oh, darling, you're so fine. I can grow accustomed to your body laying out next to mine.
You gonna sell bunches of tickets?
We hope to. We hope to. Yeah.
Hopefully we will. Yeah.
Okay, we all know they're gonna sell lots of tickets. I've been watching I've already been posting from the rehearsal. They sound so good. The best, the best, the best. We got to say hi. Everybody's already saying hi to y'all.
Hey, I can't. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see.
Evie, Elizabeth, hey, and everybody loves us some Exile. And you guys also, I heard that sessionslive.com. Now that's where you get the tickets. You can go on and get the tickets. You can actually get a VIP that y'all are going to have a meet and greet, a Zoom meet and greet with everybody.
That's correct. That's correct. We want to make it as special for you as we possibly can.
Okay, so will y'all answer any question they ask?
No. Some questions do not need to be answered. We'll do our best. We'll answer probably most anything.
But there's some very, 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 very cool merch involved in this. Y'all got T-shirts and all sorts of stuff.
And as a matter of fact, brand new T-shirt.
Brand new face T-shirt. Our face is on a T-shirt, a CD, hat, a whole bunch of stuff.
And y'all, I was about to say I got my Devin O'Day mask, but I'm ready for an Exile mask. How about y'all?
We will have those too, as a matter of fact.
They don't let Steve talk anymore.
Devin, when I get around you, I can't talk.
Now, what about Les, Becky? That's a real good answer. I was like, look, pushing 60, baby. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, Les, you are singing as good as you've ever sung in your life. That's awesome.
You're always so kind to me. Every time you come around and we play or whatever, we're rehearsing or doing whatever, you're always so complimentary of me, and I appreciate that so much. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Well, you are so welcome. This is a band that's got a whole band full of lead singers. They're all lead singers. That's what's so masterful. What?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. I mean,
I'm not a lead singer.
Steve will talk
I'm
now.
not.
He's a lead drummer.
I am the lead drummer.
Some people say man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bones. A mind that's weak, but a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Say, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. Out my soul to the company store. Yeah.
That show is tonight, sessionslive.com. Get your tickets. Make sure you don't miss it. And you're just about to meet someone. She's waiting in our waiting room. Her name is Jess Justice. She's awesome. I love her voice. She's got a brand new single out. But before that, it is Strawberry Pickin' Day in Tennessee.
Yeah, I think he goes back to childhood a lot. Your mother always fixed the best food. It's hard to get past mother fixing those strawberries and either a strawberry pie or the little, she had the little cupcake type thing, and it's just hard to get past that, just special time of the year.
Well, the demand is getting more and more. People like to come out and see where the fruit's grown. I see mostly families and it's repeat customers. We just kind of greet each other kind of like family, and they say, it's another year gone by, and they love the fruit that we grow. This year looks like it's going to be a real good crop. There's plenty of berries and lots of blooms still on, so maybe it'll last maybe 4 or 5 weeks this year.
You have a choice. You can either support the local farmers and have local products, or you can get it shipped in 3 weeks after it's picked. So which would you rather do? I think freshness has a value.
Agriculture is our #1 industry in Tennessee, and Tennessee strawberries are amazing. This year, Portland, Tennessee, Portland Sun Territory, our newspaper there, they covered the beautiful Strawberry Festival. More people than ever before, record crowds. Hey, what do you do with strawberries? Give me 60 seconds, and Kraft recipes will tell you. Didn't you love that? It was so easy. It's literally strawberry jello, Cool Whip, strawberries, and the juice from the strawberries, and you soak it in a little sugar, and then it creates its own little juice. Oh my gosh. And of course, you got to put Cool Whip on top of that because that's good. Speaking of good, we're going to meet Jess Justice. She's got a brand new single out and she's in our waiting room. Jess, how are you, darling?
Hi, good. How are you?
I have just done a deep dive in everything I could find, and you've got an EP that's out, but there's just not enough. I want to hear more and more. You are so good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just kind of started as a country artist. I did folk music in New York City for like 10 years. And now I've moved to Nashville like 4 years ago. And so I just kind of got started doing that.
You know what's so funny is that I went from Louisiana and I lived in Manhattan for 2 years and moved to Nashville. And so there's something about it. It works, doesn't it?
Yes. How did you like living in Manhattan?
I loved it. I loved it because it was interesting for writers and stuff. But once I found a place where I could ride horses in the park every week,
it's so funny though. I have a friend who just moved into an apartment in the Upper West Side for the same price an apartment downtown in Nashville costs.
I'm telling you, if people go, oh, New York is so expensive, I'm going, have you seen Nashville prices?
Yeah, they're getting really like close because New York went down after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
All the rents, and Nashville's like,
it's like we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care about you. We're going to raise the rents. We're going to raise the property taxes. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to get political. Hey, how did you fare during COVID? Musicians, I mean, you make your living as a musician. You're playing out all the time.
Yes, that was since I moved to Nashville, I've been playing downtown. Mm-hmm. Before COVID, I was playing up to like 12, 13 gigs a week. And, so when COVID hit, it was kind of first like, wow, like a break. Like I could just stay home and like not be like on the, and a lot of musicians, especially who play downtown, realized like how overrun we really were. I think a lot of people realized that, like just how busy we were before the pandemic. And so it gave us time to slow down. And then there was no money, but then there was unemployment, and that helped a lot. I was just doing things online, and now I'm back downtown and playing gigs and putting out music. I almost thought I was going to give it up, honestly. I was like, maybe I'm not going to do music anymore.
I heard that over and over and over. My precious, one of my adopted daughters in music, Peyton Taylor, we were talking about it. It's like, she goes, what do you do? And she's been very open on her social media, as are so many musicians. It's like, well, maybe this wasn't what I was supposed to do. Yeah. But without the music, we don't survive.
Yeah, and then lo and behold, like April comes and I'm crazy busy again and releasing. Oh, I guess I am doing music. Okay. Oh, all right.
Well, this new record, this new single, and we're going to close our show with that. We have a story about Centerstone that helps mental health for military families. We're going to move that one till tomorrow because I want to play your single. It's called Break Me.
Yes, and I have a music video for it coming out. I don't have the exact date yet, but in like a week or two.
Well, let me know and we'll play the video for this song.
Awesome.
Where can people find you? Where can they see you live?
Well, my website's just jessjustice.com. That's the hub for all the things. And live, I am downtown, like all the time. Come downtown. That's the most reliable place to find me for now. Like tonight I'll be at Redneck Riviera from 6 to 10. Tomorrow I'll be on Honky Tonk Central, 3rd floor, 6 to 10. Saturday I'll be at Redneck Riviera, 6 to 10.
Well, and you put all that on your website.
Yeah, I try to.
Well, and I want everybody to listen because Jess has this voice that really combines that rockin', almost Southern rock country female sound, but that real strong sounding rock with an edge to it. It's so good, but there's a sweet tone to your voice that I love. And this song, don't discount and say, oh, it's just a rocker. Listen to the words of this, because it is a powerful, speaking of Mental Health Month, this song really encompasses when you're trying to get yourself back.
Yeah, this was about a terrible relationship I had a long time ago. It was like 10 years ago, but in New York City. I actually ended up like throwing his stuff out the window in in my Midtown Manhattan apartment. There's a different song for that one that I haven't. This is the more serious one, the more sad side of that.
Well, for everybody who has ever been in a toxic relationship and you find yourself at that place where you go, you know what? I'm either going to stay and be miserable or I'm going to find me. And this song is where you found you. And hopefully this will give a lot of people hope.
Thank you so much, Devin. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate you for being here. We're going to close our show with that. And like we always do, be safe, be kind, and remember you are loved. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I look in your eyes, what do I see? Broken shell of a man staring back at me. I felt your hands from both sides now. The ones that held me were the ones that held me down. How do I lay in bed next to the things you did? How am I supposed to just get over it? Why do I make believe I can't just up and leave? I just stay and wait until you break me. Every night's a blur. I'm not me, I'm her. This is not what I do. I don't stay with people like you. But it's better in the sunlight. If I'm listening, you must be right. Let's wait one more day. Let's wait one more fight. How do I lay in bed next to the things you did? How am I supposed to just get over it? Why do I make believe I can't just up and leave? I just stay and wait until you break me. Till you break me. The mirror hung on the bedroom door is shattered in pieces on the floor. He shook my shoulders, he held me tight. Always these, but I'll look forward to the rest of my life. Oh, how do I lay in bed next to the things you did? How am I supposed to just get